Welcome to every chocolate lover's dream, or at least if you're on this side of the table, it's a chocolate lover's dream, because today we've got 8 chocolate bars. They're all milk chocolate, and we're going to be doing a tournament-style taste test to see which one of these is the very best. Some of these are different than anything I've ever tried before. I've never even heard of them, like Tony's or Choco Love. Sounds pretty good. Or this one over here, Theo, which is the most expensive by far. So we get to try all of these today and see which one is the very best.
Big thanks to Sarah R. and Battle Bronco for this video idea. If you have your own video ideas, leave them in the comments down below. And now this is usually the part where I say we're super close to 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But we just hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yes!
So thank you to all 1,001 of you, actually.
You guys are awesome.
At the time of recording this, yeah. However, we still have a lot more subscribers to get. There's about 7 billion people in the world.
That's right.
And we're only at 1,000. So subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
All right, we're ready for our first round. We've got Hershey's Symphony Bar versus Cadbury. This one comes in at 34 cents an ounce, and this one at 43 cents an ounce.
All right.
So this says Hershey's on it, which does not get me very excited because regular Hershey's bar, not so good.
They're not my favorite chocolate,
okay.
that's for sure.
They're good for s'mores.
And I was wondering about this. Does anyone know why there's just normal Symphony bars like this? I don't eat Symphony that often, so I thought there was like almond pieces or something in it, but apparently they're just normal chocolate and they look like Hershey bars.
I think they are kind of Hershey's fancy chocolate bar, but I guess we're about to find out. Let's try it.
At first, it just tastes exactly like a Hershey bar, and then it changes a little bit.
It's a little creamier, I would say, than a regular Hershey's bar, but it has a very similar taste.
It does, yeah.
But a little better. A little better than a Hershey's bar.
Not much, though. Just a little bit. All right, now let's try this Cadbury. Cadbury chocolate.
Cadbury from England, I think?
It's actually a lot less creamy.
It's a little kind of grainy. It's got a different flavor, though.
Definitely different, but the thing that stands out the most to me is the texture. The Symphony's a lot creamier, which I like in chocolate.
It's actually kind of thick. It's like getting stuck in my mouth.
Yeah, and the aftertaste, I don't love so much.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I know someone's going to be disappointed.
Who?
My sister-in-law.
She loves Cadbury?
I think she loves Cadbury. So
yeah.
Let me just...
Sorry if you're watching this.
Let me just make sure that this is really better.
I'm pretty sure my vote is going to Hershey's. Well, Symphony. Hershey's Symphony.
I really can't argue with that. Even though I didn't expect it to win, but I think Symphony's taking this round. Ambrosial dreams with healthful slumbers wed.
Oh, look at that.
So the maiden may with smiles your care repay. When from her couch she lifts her golden head, walking with earliest birds, ere yet the misty herds leave warm mid the gray grass their dusky bed.
Very nice. So these both have fancy tin foil wrapping or whatever the heck this is. So next up we've got Tony's versus, what is that?
This is called Choco Love.
I've never had either of these.
And this had a fancy poem inside. And, you know, I have to give it the packaging on this. This has got like this little...
stamp of approval.
It's kind of like a, what do you call that? When you, the olden days, when you closed a letter with, wax. That's what it's called.
Oh.
It's like a little wax thing on there. It's like, you know, kind of fancy. Nice. So Tony's over here is 79 cents an ounce, and Choco Love is the second most highest, and that one's $1 an ounce.
Okay, I don't know how to open this thing. It's
We're just gonna...
Yeah, we don't need to save the packaging for anything, so we're just gonna rip it and break it.
Make a mess.
Okay, I think I'm gonna like this one because it is. Whoa! Whoa! Look
there
at
goes
that
the
design.
wrapper.
That design is awesome. Can you guys see that?
It wins for the design.
Oh yeah,
that is pretty cool.
That is beautifully done.
It looks like a foot tread or a tire tread.
Yeah, and it has Tony's chocolate engraved over at the side, and then this broken chain, which is like their logo or whatever.
I guess you do get what you pay for. You know, these are a little more expensive, and you get fancy chocolate and a fancy poem on the inside of your packaging, your wrapper.
But the reason I said I think I'm going to like this one is because it is super thick.
Wow, that is crazy.
And I like thick chocolate.
All right. Oh,
I got you a piece right there.
For
All right,
me.
let's just get rid of this.
So here goes Tony's. This one is 32% milk chocolate. That is a thick piece.
It's pretty good. It tastes like real chocolate. It's still milk chocolate, but it's not overly sweet and fake tasting.
That is pretty good.
So yeah, that's good.
I had to kind of let it almost start dissolving before I could really taste it, but
Yeah.
I like that. It's got a good flavor.
And good texture, too.
Okay, Choco Love.
Okay, these are definitely not as thick. So they better taste good.
By the way, most of these brands have, like, more than just a milk chocolate. In fact, it was kind of hard to find just milk chocolate of some of these brands because they all have stuff that's, you know, added like nuts and other things like that. So the milk chocolate isn't necessarily the tastiest version of these, but it was a way for us to compare them more easily.
Yeah. Okay, so this one,
speaking of which,
I think is a little bit more creamy, which I do like, but I don't like the taste quite as much.
I'm actually having a hard time kind of deciphering the difference of taste.
They're pretty similar, but I think the Tony's is just slightly better.
I'm actually kind of opinionless. This one might have a little bit better of a texture. This one may be slightly better of a taste.
Okay, well, if you don't have an opinion, I think this one has to win because look at the design on that thing.
It's awesome.
It's so cool.
Okay. All right. So Tony's wins the second round. All right. Third round, we've got Lindt versus Dove milk chocolate. And again, we've got some kind of fancy packaging here. Let's see. Lindt comes in at 63 cents an ounce and Dove at 69 cents. So they're pretty close.
They are.
Same.
Okay, this one doesn't have the fancy packaging though. So these are pretty small pieces. I've never had just normal, or I guess milk chocolate Dove. I've had different kinds of Dove, but not the milk chocolate.
I really like their plain dark chocolate. I don't know about their milk. You want to start over here?
Oh wow!
It's very
immediately,
creamy.
Yeah, that texture is the best one so far.
Very good texture. Mm-hmm. Melts in your mouth. Flavor, I would say, is pretty darn good too.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like that one too.
All right.
Now for Lindt.
So I gotta clear my mouth a little bit.
I've had Lindors, which is made by Lindt, and I love those things. Did those just win one of the taste tests we did recently?
They did, the peppermint one.
Yeah, the peppermint
Lindors. The Lindor balls always have something nice inside.
Right.
Which definitely helps.
And this is not going to have that.
We'll see if the milk chocolate by itself does the job. It doesn't melt in your mouth like the Dove does, but it still is pretty good texture.
Yeah.
Pretty creamy.
Okay, that's a pretty big difference in terms of taste. And I have to say, I like the Lindt a lot better.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
How rude.
Lindt is a lot better, but I will have to give it to the Dove for texture. The texture of the Dove is so creamy, just like melts in your mouth. It's really good.
So the Dove is not as flavorful, I would say.
Yeah.
The Lindt has a stronger flavor.
And a better flavor.
I didn't say that.
I did. If you really think Dove is better, I guess we can move that one on, because I do think that the texture is really amazing, but in terms of taste, I have to give it to
We've
Lindt.
been going with your vote every single time because I've been kind of on the fence, but I think Dove.
All right.
I think Dove has
We can move Dove on.
You want to do rock, paper, scissors, or are you good with that?
I'm fine with Dove.
Okay, we're going on with the Dove.
Next up, we've got Theo versus Whole Foods 365 milk chocolates, and I've never had either of these again, so apparently I haven't had much chocolates in my time.
Yeah, you're young still.
Yeah.
I've heard some pretty good things about the 365 chocolate, and this is our most expensive chocolate. This comes in at $1.43 per ounce. And the 365 comes in at 90 cents, so it's not too cheap either.
It smells kind of dark to me. The Theo does. It says 45% milk chocolate.
It is 45%, so that's pretty high.
Oh, look at those pieces, though.
Nice.
Very cool. They have Theo written on all of them. Let's do it.
That's got a distinct flavor as well. Mm-hmm. I like it. I think we're going to the little bit darker side with this one, which is my preference. So that actually tastes pretty good.
Yeah, I prefer milk to dark, so I don't know if I love this one as much. And in terms of texture, I think it's pretty average. It's not like too hard, but it also isn't super creamy, melts in your mouth.
I think that might be my favorite flavor so far, but I agree the texture is just, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Nothing great.
So now for the 365, and in terms of design on the chocolate, which of course is very important, we've got some just little stripes on it.
Yeah, it's okay. Nothing great there.
All right. But it is thick.
Texture is pretty creamy.
And the taste is just kind of average.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not great.
I mean, if I just ate this by itself, I would be happy.
You'd be enjoying it,
it's
for
chocolate.
sure. But 90 cents an ounce, I mean, I don't think this one does as good as some of the other ones that were cheaper. And definitely, in my opinion, not as good as the Theo.
Okay, well, I don't necessarily love either of these, but I'm okay with moving Theo on.
Okay, so now we're going to the semifinal. Okay, so the first round of the semifinals, we've got Hershey's Symphony again versus Tony's. And since we've already had these, we don't need to spend a lot of time, but
I think we might have kind of underrated this one when we first tried it, because it was the very first one we tried.
I'm thinking overrated. I know why you like it, though, because it's really sweet.
I'm thinking more of the texture. I think it's really creamy.
It's good, but I don't think
it's
that great.
Yeah, taste isn't amazing.
It's okay. I mean, it's good, but compared to the other ones we've had now,
now on
I don't
to
think so.
by far the coolest one. The Tony's.
Style points for Tony's. I think that one's got a lot better texture than this one. And as far as taste goes, I'm going to have to give it to Tony's as well.
I'm not saying much this video. I'm just enjoying the chocolate. So you know what? You go ahead and do whatever you want to do. I'll just keep eating the chocolate.
None of these are bad, but in this round, Tony's is definitely better.
Yeah, taste is a lot better. Last matchup of the semifinals is Dove versus Theo. And Theo wins for the thickest chocolate and the biggest pieces. So I think he just has to win just based on that.
Okay. I like that little snap right when you bite into it.
This was kind of the darker one, huh? That's why I didn't love it as much. But
I'm really enjoying that. It's smooth, and it's just got a really good taste. A little darker than the others.
I don't know if it can be better than Dove,
and
though.
I like it. I think that one probably has the best texture of all of the ones that we're trying today.
Yeah.
It's just so creamy, it just melts right into your mouth.
And it is a really good milk chocolate flavor.
It is, but that one's my favorite.
Come on, well, if you think about it.
It says milk chocolate on the package.
Yeah, it says milk chocolate on here, and it's more like dark chocolate. So I think just for that reason, we have to move on to Dove. Because the Dove has a better milk chocolate flavor.
You're trying to get rid of my favorite candy bar?
And a better texture.
I don't know about that. I think we're going to have to do the rock, paper, scissors for this one.
All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No!
I'm sorry.
It's Dove.
But
okay.
Dove has to go to the final.
You know, Dove's really good. I'm okay with that. All right, here's the final round, and we are on to the Dove and the Tony's to see which one is the very best milk chocolate.
All right, I think I already have my opinion here. Dove is definitely the best texture. But we haven't compared these two for the taste. So maybe Tony's tastes better.
We better hurry because the sugar is starting to set in, and I think our brains are starting to go haywire.
Amazing texture, great taste. Tony's is going to have a really good taste to beat that.
Yeah.
So you might like it a little bit more because I think it's not quite as sweet as the Dove.
It isn't, but I am a huge fan of Dove, even though we fought over it last round. I'm going to have to say Dove is slightly better.
I would have to agree.
Whoa.
And I didn't want to because this is just the awesomest design I've ever seen on any chocolate. I really wanted it to win. And you know what? It got to the final, so...
It is pretty cool.
I think you guys better just buy this one anyways.
If you haven't checked it out, I think I got that at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
But they sell it at other places too. Go check it out. It's a pretty awesome chocolate bar.
But Dove is going to be the winner.
The grand champion.
We hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to leave it a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.